Hello everyone, welcome to SchoolQuizz.com. So let us continue with the passage without wasting time that we have started earlier. Okay, I hope you remember that passage. Okay, so we have completed till the fourth point in the previous lecture, right? Okay, moving on towards our fifth point. Last point it is. Here, I would like to cite personal experience. Now he's also adding personal experience. See, he has facts about Rose. He has also had facts about psychology. Now he's adding his personal experience. So from these, you can identify that it is a factual passage. You should know the difference between the factual and the discursive passage. If not, let us have the discussion of the factual and discursive in the next lecture after completing this topic. Okay. Here, I would like to cite personal experience. Now, he would add some personal experience concerning a politician who had two sons. Now, he's sharing experience of a politician who has two sons. He loved one of his sons very much. Means out of the two, he loved one very much. He got this son married to someone of his choice and presented him with a farmhouse in which to live a life of comfort, just as he pleased. Now he let him marry with the one he wanted to, okay, and gave him farmhouse and some gifts, life of comfort as he wanted. I met his son and conversed with him. Now the person who's writing this passage met this person and have a conversation with him. It seemed as if I were taking to a dull person, like I were talking to a dull person. Like, see what the passage were given, that if you have no hardships in your life, you will be like no creativity, you will think before speaking and everything, that kind of shit. So to avoid all those kind of things, what happens, he was like, it felt like I'm talking to a very boring person. He did tell some jokes but could not utter a word of wisdom. Means he had no knowledge. I have met the other son also. Now he's telling that he have met the other son. He was not given a comfortable life by his father and so left town for another place. Now the comfortable life was not given to him, so he left the place and went to another one. After a few years of struggle, he emerged as a successful person. When I met him, I found that his whole conversation was full of wisdom. Oh, now he was the one with what knowledge? Why? Because he had faced hardships in his life, because he was not getting the love by his father. Okay. So this was all the passage was about. Some facts of one who's having the wisdom and one who's not having the wisdom, and how hardships creates a better life for you. Okay. Now we have to answer the questions. Is it a distant dream for all of us to have what? Peace of mind we have studied. So answer is peace of mind. Security guards for the flowers are thorns. Okay, we have studied this. Answer is thorns. Correct answer is thorns. Thorns are the integral part of rose plant. True, we have studied that. Nature always leads the people into challenging situations. True, we have studied that too. Sorry. People who were born in dash have a problem-free life. Affluence, we have studied that too. People hanker after dash, absolute peace, we have studied that. Psychology study shows that untroubled mind soon becomes what? Stagnant, means no growth. Find the word from the passage which means very far. We have studied that word, it is called distant. Okay, so I hope we are clear with this passage. Now, if you want, we can take a pause and you can just read and just see, because of the understanding of the passage, you were able to do the answers, but not every time you will get the time to understand the meaning of the passage. So like, you have to think clearly. When you are reading once only, you have to keep it in your mind what's given in the passage, and accordingly you have to solve the answers. Okay, so you can see from here answers I have already written. You can take a screenshot of it if you want. Okay. These are factual based, and why I have solved MCQs, because you might get MCQs in it. Okay. Moving on to the next passage. Okay. Now, if answers are giving, I'm not going to read the questions. You are going to do that. I'm just explaining you the passage. Okay. Answers are given. So I'm not reading the questions first. You are going to do that afterwards. I'm just explaining you the passage, because first you will see the answers and you will do the following same. Okay. Increasing the font. I hope now it is visible. Okay. So first, music expresses that which cannot be put into the words and that which cannot remain silent. Okay. Now this is the fact about music, that it expresses which cannot be put into words. Okay. And that cannot remain silent. Means what happens when you see a musician playing a song? It's like he's trying to express his feelings with the help of what song. See, when you see some introverts are there, they are not comfortable in speaking to you directly. But when they play, when they, share some of their talents, you can say how, bright they are, how talented they are. You must have never thought that they can be like this. They are very silent. They are very shy. So it doesn't mean that introverts doesn't share talents. Okay, so it is the music it is given over here, that music had some different talents, said the French poet Victor Hugo. Now who said this line? Victor Hugo. Early on Saturday morning, 20 participants of the time's passion, Sufi poetry and music appreciation trail embarked on a journey into this ineffable nature of Sufi music through the streets of the capital. Means everyone went to this Sufi music over the streets of their capital. This weekend passion trail started with the heritage walk at the Bada Bashwal Mahal and then moved on to the Chilla of Hazrat Nazmuddin Awliya, where the iconic saint is said to have lived for around 65 years. Means what happened? The weekend passion trail went to what? At Heritage Walk. They went to a walk for, having some prayers answered, getting some, ashirwad, you can say, blessings, you can say. So for that, they have went over there. Where iconic saint was living, means he was living there for 65 years. The work was filled with facts on the historical significance of these places. Now, this is the factual passage for like historical significance. Now, third point, serendipitously, the day, January 30, was also the final day of the celebrations of the 7th or 12th years of Hazrat Nazmuddin Aulia. On the occasion, the trail participants visited the Nazmuddin Aulia Dargah, where they offered a chadar, participated in the prayers of the Fatiha ceremony, and listened to Qawwali redemptions. Okay, so now they prayed in the that dargah, and they prayed and got chadar, and also they heard some Qawwali songs. Okay, so the one famous Qawwali song is that from the picture. Which picture was that? I don't remember the name, where Salman Khan was there and he was dropping some child to his nation. I don't remember the name of the picture. So, Bajrang Baijan. So in that, it was a song, Baldo Joli Meri, like that song. It was a Qawwali, it was a recitation. Okay. And you have also heard that Kun Faya Kun song. It is also a Qawwali. So it makes you have some peace within yourselves. Okay. So like that, they were reciting some qawwalis over there, okay? Feeling peace, feeling motivated, like they can perform very well. Okay. So now over here, the trial was led by who? Dhruv Sanghari, a well-known Sufi singer who began training in classical music at the age of what? 7. Having developed an interest in Sufism, he also trained under the late Ustad Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan Sahib and has been performing professionally since 2001 with his true root. Okay, so now he was having a guru as his guru, what? Ustad Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. Okay, he was the guru of this Dhruv person. And he's performing since 2001. Okay, now let us study the 5th point. Let me increase the font for you so that it will be understandable. Okay. The heritage was followed by a session on Sufi's poetry and music where Sanghari introduced the participants to the message of peace and love that Sufism delivers. Sufism is a mystical demonstration that focuses on purification of oneself. Now it gives you the purification of yourself. See, now I'm not explaining in detail because you have to understand yourself, how I'm explaining to myself and how you are explaining to yourself about the detailed meaning of the passage. So I hope I'm clear. Sufism is a mystical dimension that focuses on purification of oneself. This aspect is felt strongly in Sufi music too. The famous Persian poet and Sufi master Jalal ad-Din Muhammad Rumi once said, I want to sing like birds sing, not worrying about who hears or what they think. 6th, Sanghari's session also featured relatively anecdotes from the lives of Sufi saints like Baba Bulle Shah and their links to the origin of popular Sufi poetry. Now, what was the anecdotes? This was my first heritage walk and Sufi trail in Delhi, and I was completely hooked. Dhruv made all the difference, said Renuka Mahajan, a participant now who said that Renuka Mahajan. The passion trail culminated with a musical rendition by Sanghari and his troupe where they performed popular Sufi songs like Chap Tilak Sabsteen and Damadam Mast Kalandar. I hope you have heard this Damadam Mast Kalandar song. Okay, so they have performed this. Okay, now what is the last point? I was moved to witness in the eyes of the participants the joy of having felt something profound, said the trail architect himself. Means he was moved to witness such of the movement. Okay. Now, let us read the questions and answers with it because obviously you will see the answers. At Nazamuddin Aulia's Dargah, the trial participants offered flowers, clothes, chadar, eatables. We have read it was chadar, so answer was chadar. The person who spoke the Sufism and the message of the peace and love that meet is, who was that person? Tell me. Dhruv? Okay. Ustad Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan trained Sanghari? True. Victor Hugo was an American? No. We have studied that Victor Hugo was not American. Who was, which poet Victor Hugo was? You have to answer that. I'm not going to. Dhruv Sanghari began training in classical music at the age of 10? No. False. The heritage walk was followed by a session on Sufi music and poetry? True. Finding out from the past is same as making people aware of something means relevatory. Okay. From the past is same as to too great to be expressed in words, ineffable. Okay. So I hope we are clear with it. I hope you have understood the passage. Now you have to solve the questions by your own. I'm just going to show you like this and you can take the screenshot of the questions if you want. Okay. You can just pause the video and see because it's not possible for you to share, screenshot of every passage and everything. Okay. So I hope you are going to solve the passage by yourself. Okay. In the next passage, I'll just read the passage and I'll just read the questions. I'll not explain anything. I'll go as fast as I can. So you will have to take a pause and read, and after that you can solve by yourself. I'm not going to solve or explain word of anything. Okay. So I hope you are clear. This is for your practice. I hope you are going to do that. So we'll see you in the next.